you guys, and welcome back to another video. Today is Thursday, December 3rd, and I'm not going to hold you guys up today because I really wasn't planning on doing a vlog today, but I just received some big news, so I decided that I needed to share that with you real quick. So this entire week has been like really freaky and just not a good week for me. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's just like the aura, my life's aura is off, or it was off, or whatever. But, and then today, my job decided they wanted to have all these back-to-back meetings, and I had no idea why, but I was just like, okay, you guys are really just taking up a lot of time with us when we could be actually doing work. But come to find out, the last meeting that we had, they told us that they're laying us off. Yeah, they're laying us off. And honestly, you guys, I'm not really sad about it. I'm really not. Because the thing about it is we recently merged with another company based in the state of New York back in August. And I kind of had an idea that the merger was not going to be good for us. I just had that instinct. And then as the months went on, especially over the past month or so, or month and a half, we've been having all kinds of issues with, the work that we've been doing. And I kind of saw it as, it's a negative. The people that we're working with, they're going to start looking at us negatively. And I'm not really sure if that was the issue or what happened. I really don't know. But I just really feel like the issue came with the merger. And I feel like the merger is what really sealed the deal as far as layoffs. I just felt like the merger was not a good idea for this company, but it's not my company. Everything is all about money with these different corporations and things. So I'm thinking that was the main reason for the merger. But now they gave us a smackdown today. And honestly, like I said, I'm not really sad about it. I mean, to be honest, I'm not sad about it at all. I mean, because like I said, I haven't been really happy with the job since late October, because the thing is, things have been going on within our company that has affected our work. We haven't been as productive as we were when I first started almost 2 years ago. And it became very frustrating. The only thing that I was, actually cool with was, the remote work from home, because we're still working from home. But I now have to realize that the next job that I get more than likely won't be remote. And, and that's cool. It doesn't really matter. I do enjoy working at home, but it's not a necessity. I don't have to work from home. So now I'm going to have to be in the process of, trying to figure out what my next steps are, because I'm going to bring you guys another vlog where I'm going to just fill you guys in on something else. A lot of changes that are about to be made in my life. I'm going to fill you in on that. But like I said, I'm not going to hold you guys, for long today, because I'm technically still on the clock, even though I don't have any work, because we can't do any work right now for the reasons I was telling you about, things within the company being affected where we can't be productive. So, of course, that's why I have time to bid out a vlog. So anyway, they're saying that the layoffs may begin in Q2 2021. So I still have quite a few months left, because of course Q2 is like between April and June of 2021. So I still have a lot of time, like at least 4 to 6 months. So, and then also they're offering us a severance package. And then I also know that I can get unemployment if I need it. So, those are two things that'll really help. And I'm kind of thinking like I might just sit back a little bit and not work for maybe a month or a month and a half or something. I don't really know. I don't know how the severance package is going to look. So that's another thing to consider too. If it's not very long, I might just sit on my butt for about a month. If it's kind of long, maybe a month and a half. But then, in between, I'll probably still be lurking on different career websites like LinkedIn, Glassdoor, Indeed, those types of websites. And I'll be doing that from time to time. So, yeah. And you know what? I see it as a blessing in disguise, because, to be honest, I was just discussing this with my son, Cameron, about me not being happy with the job and actually considering going to another job. So it's like God was already saying, okay, this is what you want. This is what's going to happen. And it just happened this was just literally today. I was telling my son that. And just a few minutes ago, hour ago, they told us about the layoffs. So I'm like, wow, this was really God at work. For real. Because I was just saying it, but I was still kind of like not contemplating doing it because I'm not the type, I don't like to job hop. I really don't. And so I was just like, I really wanted another job, but then I don't want another job because I don't want to go to another job and I've only been here for less than 2 years. But by the time the layoffs come, it'll be 2 years. So, that's kind of a little comfort zone right there, 2 years. And of course, the layoff is not my fault. So it's not like I got fired or I quit or anything like that. So, but like I said, things happen for a reason. I feel like this is happening for a very good reason because I'm going to tell you guys this really, really quick. I said I was going to keep it at 10 minutes. We're not quite at 10 minutes yet. But I'm actually considering moving, like relocating, moving. Because it seems like the housing market is really not that great right now. And I don't know when it's going to bounce back because, COVID the numbers are going back up again. So I think it's just going to be like a roller coaster for the next year or so. It could be 2 years, 3 years. I don't know. But honestly, I don't have time to wait for that. I don't have time to wait and see what COVID is going to be like and, how the housing market is going to be if COVID never, really goes away. So either way, I'm going to be relocating, period. I'm either going to relocate out of state because I'm really considering Florida. Yep, I got my Florida shirt on, but that's, I didn't put this shirt on because of that because I didn't plan to do a vlog today. So you can't say, oh, she's wearing the Florida shirt because she's considering relocating to Florida. But that's not it. Seriously, I just threw the shirt on today because I knew I wasn't going anywhere. But I have really considered moving to Florida, actually the Orlando metro area. So it may not be the city of Orlando. It could be one of the outer lying cities or something like that. I think that's what I prefer to do. If I do move to Central Florida, I prefer like one of the outlying cities instead. But if I move to Orlando, that's fine. But I'm just thinking somewhere like Maitland, Altamont Springs, Kissimmee. But I know I have to really, really be careful with Kissimmee because I know some of those areas are a little sketchy. And what is the other one? Davenport. Okay, so yeah, I'm considering those four. And like I said, Orlando, it's in the picture too. But like I said, we'll see. And then also, I said that even if I don't relocate to Florida, I'm going to move out, period. Me and my mom are just going to go separate ways because I feel like it's time. And I've been, my mom and I have shared a home ever since I've been an adult. And it's not like I'm living here with her or she's living here with me. We actually kind of are like roommates. But I feel like now it's time for me to just branch out and just have my own place. So my plan, if I don't relocate to Florida, my plan is to just get a 2-bedroom apartment or condo or something. And me and Cameron will be there until he decides that he wants to leave because he's already told me that in the next 4 or 5 years, he's planning on relocating out of the country. He actually wants to live in Canada. So I'm not going to Canada. I'm just not. But I know that, if he goes, I'm not going to stop him. I don't ever want him to feel like I'm stopping him from living his life the way he wants it. So, I'll miss him. I will. I'll miss him a lot. And, that'll give me a chance to, travel out of the country. I've never been to Canada before, so that'll be a great thing. But yeah, so either way, whether I relocate to Florida or not, I just feel like it's time for me to go. It's time for me to branch out and have my own place, my own place, just myself and Cameron, like I said, until he decides to leave. So, but yeah, that's all I want to tell you guys right now. I'm not going to really get into a long vlog like I usually do because actually nothing's really happened with me except I was sick about a week and a half ago. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't COVID. I had a cold, and actually it wasn't a bad cold. It was just kind of a weird cold because the thing is, my nasal passages weren't like really, really stuffy like they usually are with a cold. But I did have a cough, and then I did have watery eyes, which, that's not really a big, that's not really, it's not really a rare thing when I have a cold. Sometimes I do have itchy, watery eyes. And then also, I lost my sense of taste and smell for about 4 days, which is very rare because usually when I have a cold, I do lose my sense of taste and smell for like a day and a half, and then it comes back. But this time it was like 4 days. So I don't know what, I think it's like a new type of cold strain going around, especially since it's flu season, since we have COVID. So I think all those are like mixing between each other or something. I don't know. But anyway, I was just not feeling my best a week and a half ago. The cough finally went away, I think this past Sunday. I mean, it wasn't like a real bad cough, but it was like every so often. I felt like my throat was dry. So, and then at first I was kind of thinking COVID because I'm like, okay, I had to look up the symptoms. I was just like, okay, let me see. Do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have this? And a lot of things that they said, COVID patients have, I did not have. So I was just like, okay, it's a simple cold, but it's a weird cold. It's like a very different cold because usually when I catch colds, I rarely cough. I do a lot of sneezing, which I did in the beginning, but then the sneezing stopped and then that's when the cough started. So I don't know. And then everybody in the house was sick. My mom was sick. She rarely gets sick with a cold, but she was the one that started it. She got sick first. She got sick the day of her sister's funeral, which was November 7th. And when she got sick, a little bit after that, I got sick. Then a few days after that, Cameron got sick. And I think Kendra got sick too, but thankfully Cammie and Eric didn't get sick. So though I said I know it probably wasn't, I know it wasn't COVID because, like I said, I didn't have any of the other symptoms. I had cold symptoms, but with COVID floating around, I was kind of nervous. I'm just being honest. But actually, Kendra did take a COVID test. I just thought about that. She did take a COVID test and it came back negative. So, yeah. But yeah, you guys, that's all I want to tell you. I will keep you guys informed of what's going on or what's going to be going on in the next 6 months or 4 months or whatever, whenever this layoff starts or whatever. But like I said, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I mean, our supervisor, she sent a direct message to us and she was talking about how sorry she was. And I'm like, why are you apologizing? It's not your fault. It's not your fault that this stuff is going on. You're not the president of the company. So even I know she was a little sad. It was just the way that she texted it. It seemed sad. And then her manager, the one that told us the news, she seemed like she was on the verge of tears. So I was just like, wow. But I guess because I haven't been there that long, I don't know how long they've been with the company, but I've only been there. It'll be 2 years in March. So, I mean, I haven't been there long enough to really form any bonds with anybody. So it's whatever. And then the other people in our department, they haven't replied back to the direct message. I did because I just wanted to reassure my supervisor that it was okay. It wasn't her fault, to reassure her that we don't blame her. I mean, at least I don't. But the other 3 in our department, they haven't replied. I don't know whether they're in their feelings or what. I don't know. I mean, I'm not laughing at that. I promise I'm not. I'm not laughing at that. But, I mean, I'm just saying. I'm kind of cool with it. I am. I'm kind of cool. I mean, I don't really like having to go through the process of interviewing for another job. But like I said, even though I know that if I had moved, or if I am going to move to Florida, I'm going to have to interview for jobs anyway. So either way, I'm going to have to interview for a job, whether I stay here or whether I go to Florida. So it is what it is. So anyway, I'm about to get off here because I don't know what time it is, but I know it's probably close to 5 o'clock now. So I'm going to get off here and I will check you guys out in the next one. Bye.